I wanted to believe that it was a case of mistaken identity. But in the past 30 years, there has been evidence to indicate that it was a case of a deliberate attack on the ship. After the attack, we learned that when our initial report that we had been under attack was received, one of the aircraft carriers launched planes to come to our assistance on the authority of the commanding officer of that carrier. But before those planes arrived, they were recalled to the carrier, and a couple of hours later, both carriers launched aircraft to come to our assistance, and both of those flights were also recalled to the carrier. And we have not yet, after 30 years, been able to determine who called the planes back. Before the ceremony in Washington, D.C., I was talking with the Secretary of the Navy, and I told him, well, you know, this was my third afloat command, and I was just doing my duty as the commanding officer. I knew what those duties were. And if I didn't, they shouldn't be sending me to command ships at sea. And that I didn't think I should receive the Medal of Honor, because I was just doing what I knew was my responsibility. And he says, well, Bill, I'll tell you. And you know, the secretary can get away with that by calling captains Bill. That's okay. So he says, when you and Admiral Moore have finished your coffee, we're going to go right out there and we're going to have this ceremony just like we've planned for some time. And of course, my only response to that, the only response possible, was, aye, aye, sir. It's a very humbling experience. It's allowed me to associate with people that I've read their citations, and some of the things they did are astounding to me. And I'm proud to be associated with them. We weren't supposed to be a combatant ship. We were an auxiliary. We weren't supposed to be engaged in any battle. And we didn't. We had damage inflicted upon us. But since that time, there's been very little on it. And I want to know, and I feel my officers and crew have a right to know what happened